What's going on, everybody? Ruskin here, and welcome back to the channel. Now today I want to talk to you guys about adversary modes in Grand Theft Auto Online, and they're really popular, but are they really a great way to make money? Holy shit, this guy's talking over me in the background, what the fuck? Anyway, are they really a great way to make money? Are they really the best way to make money? Are they something even worth your time to try and make the most amount of money as fast as possible in Grand Theft Auto Online? So before I get into all the negative things that I have to say about these, because I definitely have a lot of negative things to say, and certainly start that off by saying I personally don't like them, and I personally don't play adversary modes. In fact, I don't play anything besides contact missions, heists, and free mode work. I don't do anything else in the game, period. So a lot of my opinions are either biased or I might not have all of the information, but to start it off with on a positive note, I do know of people who have told me, showed me screenshots, proven it to me that they have made a lot of money in, a reasonable amount of time playing the adversary modes. Usually something like you're seeing on screen right now, where it's player versus player. It's either like a team deathmatch, or it's like a race, or something like that. So that's the positive. I have heard of people making a lot of money fast, especially when it's double RP and or double cash. Alright, so now getting into the negatives. So here's the deal. Personally, I don't like player versus player combat, and I don't like races. And so if you don't mind doing player versus player combat, or you don't mind doing races, then hey, maybe you won't have that problem. For me though, it means doing something that I otherwise wouldn't do because I don't like to do and I don't enjoy to do. And anytime you're doing that, the slow grind to make money is going to be slow and tedious and painful and miserable to get through. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that if you really want to make money doing this, there's always, at any given moment in time, there's always going to be one adversary mode that is double RP and double cash, and so you'll have to play that specific one. So even if you are more diverse than me and don't mind doing races or player versus player combat, you may or may not like slasher, or you may or may not like this specific one. Like right now I'm doing power play, and you'll be forced to do whatever specific one is double cash and double RP if you want to maximize your payout. Another thing in talking about maximizing your payout is there are some things to take into account when talking about making money. For example, if I said you could make $100,000 doing a job, that sounds great, but what if the job takes 3 hours? Well, then it's not very great. So if I say a job pays out $5,000 or $10,000, you might think, well, that sucks, but what if it paid out $5,000 or $10,000 for 1 or 2 minutes worth of gameplay? Well, now it's really good. So you've got to take into account how long some of these adversary modes, some of these missions are taking. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, the ones that I have played, and one of the reasons, big reasons why I don't play adversary modes and I don't like them, is because there are rounds, and in my experience, when I jump into play, it might be 10 rounds, it might be 15 rounds, it might be 25 rounds, it might only be 1 round. I don't know, but I've had adversary modes where I jumped in, spent 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes playing one game, one mission, one adversary mode, because it took that long, because there were so many rounds, and each round was 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. If each round takes 5 minutes to complete and there's 7 rounds, I mean, that's a lot of fucking time. Now granted, I got paid 25 grand at the end of it, but I can make 25 grand in 10 minutes just in free mode without ever having to go through loading screens or play with other players. And so that's definitely one thing to consider. Now maybe you've got a great team to play with, and maybe you're picking a very specific adversary mode that's you can beat fast, or you're the host and you can limit how many rounds there are or whatever. I don't know, maybe you don't have those same problems, but for me, those are just some things to be cautious of. Now, all that having been said, I do know, and I do have friends that have played this and enjoy it, and I do know that it is possible to make a lot of money doing adversary modes, especially double cash and double RP. Would I recommend it? No. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the video. Be sure and leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new.